is not my fault.
Oh my God.
We have a brand new game.
I was trying to contain myself. Oh my.
Let's go option one, not safe. These are insane.
And Brandon keep killing it.
What's good, Creative Fam? Brandon Washington here, and welcome back to another episode of Uncensored. And yes, we are back in the studio. Oh man, last week was interesting. No, we are back in the studio.
This week is interesting.
This
Coming
week
back into the studio.
It is. And when I say we, that's because I got my amazing co-host here, Mr. Jarrell Peak.
What's good, Creative Fam? Brandon, do me a favor. Turn me up. Not the mic.
Oh.
Turn me up in the headphones.
Are you low?
Yeah.
Oh, here you go.
I feel like Eminem.
Are you good there?
Turn my snare up. Yeah, I'm good.
No, dude, we're super excited for today's episode. We got a lot of news we want to break down. We got a lot of just overall topics that, man, it is time that we just talked about them. It's time that we actually talked about them.
I got something excited.
You got something excited? Look.
Dude,
Oop.
Oh, hey.
Almost in the street too early.
Dude, Brandon, this is a crazy day.
It is?
This is a crazy day, Brandon. This is a crazy. We here for y'all, for the people. I finally got a new camera.
Jarrell finally got it.
But it's for later on in the show.
You don't want to tell people what it is?
No, like we got a whole thing we're doing.
You want?
We got a whole thing.
No sneak peeks.
No sneak peeks.
No sneak peeks.
Oh. Yeah, throw me that top hat real quick.
You want the top one?
Yeah, throw me the top one.
This one?
Yeah, throw it to me.
All right.
That's it. That's all I can show you.
Okay. All right. Hey.
Just playing. All right. But
Yeah.
Brandon.
Yo.
Oh my goodness. We don't normally do this, but crazy kind of week. Just as we just kind of warm up, crazy week, bunch of shoots. What did you have going on this week?
Oh man, I feel like if y'all could actually see the rest of this office, you would realize this office is a wreck right now.
Yeah.
This office is a wreck. There is stuff literally everywhere because we did last Friday. And so for those of y'all who were here last Friday, you'll realize that, yeah, our setup was totally different. And that was because I was on set last Friday filming while I was supposed to be doing this live stream.
Yes.
And so instead of doing my DP work, I was doing this live stream. And then coming out of that, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, we had 2 full day shoots. And so we definitely had that going on. And then I had Wednesday to sort of prep. Yesterday I took off. And then we're here, baby. Like trying to make another live stream happen with very little time to set up.
Absolutely. But Fridays are the most fun days. Y'all are wild in the comments. I can already. I'm already starting to read some of the comments. Y'all are wild.
Well, I got a question.
Yeah.
I know you got something new.
Okay.
You got that new that you're excited.
That new.
You got that new.
That new.
Which for those of y'all who haven't figured it out right now, yes, we are live.
Yes, we are live.
So on this live show where Jarrell has the new, I got a question for you, and that is, what are y'all buying?
Yes.
I feel like it is like for a while I was telling people, don't buy anything yet.
Yes.
Don't buy anything yet.
But it's too tempting. It's Techtober. The holiday sales have come through.
Freaking Amazon has jumped the gun. They have 2 Prime days now, and they are like, hey, spend some money in October.
It ain't even Black Friday yet.
No.
And so many deals. So we want to know, what have y'all bought or what are y'all buying? Put it in the comments.
Yes.
Brandon, what have you bought?
So Amazon Prime Day was the other day.
Yeah.
And I bought nothing sexy. I just stacked up on some hard drives.
Yeah.
Dude, they had the Samsung T7s. I've been posting about it on my stories over on Instagram. But, dude, they had the Samsung T7s on sale, bro.
Uh-huh.
I'm talking like 4 terabytes for less than $200. Like, it was insane. These are hard drives that I love bringing on set because I can just do a quick, like, transfer while I'm there. Walk away. You can just like edit them on the go. I have like a little sticky thing I have on the back of my laptop. I can just slide in and edit on the run. So yeah, I picked up a few of those. But yeah, that's what I am actually buying right now. Lots of accessories. No new cameras in my foreseeable future.
Because we'll talk about the new camera later on, I'll talk about some other stuff that I picked up.
Okay.
Outside of the camera.
Okay.
I will say the biggest is a set of those Nisi Athena Primes.
Ooh, you've been looking at those for a minute.
The 14, the 35, and the 50. Dude, I will tell you, Brady almost shook me out the path, man.
Really?
Yeah, when he said those D, everybody says DZ, but I'm American. DZO. That's a throwback to y'all foreigners from last week. I'm just fine. We like to joke. Sure. The DZOs. Those Vestment Primes.
No, nobody asked you to use the F word again.
I know, seriously. People, y'all gotta lighten up, man. Lighten up. Y'all be wild on here. Y'all be thinking, dumb Americans. Yeah, we dumb. But honestly, when Brady talked about the Vespid, I hadn't really done a deep dive on them.
Yeah.
And I started looking at it. I'm like, oh my gosh. The biggest exciting thing to me to the Vespid was the look, but then the EF mount, EF PL conversion.
Yeah.
And you could do it yourself.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, I got so much EF glass and I got speed boosters and that would be phenomenal. But the Nisis, I love the Nisis. They look great.
They look good.
Yep.
You happy with? Well, I can't wait to. I want to get your Nisis out and do a test with them. I want to throw them on my Reds and just sort of see what they look like.
Yeah.
Because obviously, I have the Irix set. I have the Zine set.
Yeah.
And then there's obviously the Canon RF set, and all of these are semi. I'm not gonna call them clinical, but they don't have a ton of character.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're designed to be everyday use type of lenses. And so I think it'll be cool to kind of like see them all side by side. We should definitely make that happen.
Definitely. The people that what sold me was Philip Bloom's video on the Nisi Athena Primes. Those things looked blah. And then Scott Thank you, Scott. You might not be on yet, but you helped sell them too.
Yeah, well, it's super exciting. Let's go into the chat.
What y'all buying?
We are live, and I just want to do a quick thing. Shout out, Mr. Camera Junkie. Good to see you here.
Lewis,
this
good
week,
to see you.
As every week. And of course, True Eagle Media says notification gang.
Yes.
Dude, we love it when we
hit that bell, bro.
Yeah.
Subscribe and hit the bell.
Yeah, knock out that bell because when we go live, like, I mean, we have a lot of fun, especially at the beginning of the show. Some of y'all be catching the replays and like commenting like you just watch the replays, like, yo, just join us live. Also, when you disagree with us, it's way better to do that live because then we can go back and forth.
Brandon, you know what's wild?
Yeah.
The people that rock with us live, bro, they like to have a good time. The people that watch the clips, bro, they like to
they're more opinionated.
they're a little more not even an opinion, because our people are opinionated, but bro, they want to roast, bro. It's wild.
It is a different group.
It's wild.
But yeah, shout out to all of you guys who are tuning in.
What's up, Will?
Yeah, what's good, Will? Good to see you, bro. We're super excited that you're here this week. Same with you, Nick. Yeah, bro. It's Friday. This is what we do every Friday. We hang out. You know, we just hang out. We chill. We talk about some of the latest news because Lord knows we got a lot of stuff to talk about. But let's see what y'all picking up because Will seems to think that you're picking up a Pixis.
I think I've said Pixis maybe 4 times in the last 6 months.
All right, so we can maybe take that one
But
off.
maybe, I don't know.
Yeah,
maybe
you
there's
know.
a black magic hat down there.
Directed by nobody is saying Team Canon. Team Canon in the building.
Team Canon.
Uh-oh. Gustavo saying Jarrell for president of Canon. Oh man. The people are speaking.
Yes.
We got somebody, but Nick is also Sony gang.
Gang.
Hey, look, there's got to be some of y'all showing
Dude,
up.
I'm glad. Ruman said he came here to be a Sony hater.
Yeah, well, you know, he is saying that he is buying a Pixis. So we're not in the business right now of talking about like what are you talking about? We saying what are you buying?
What are you buying, or what have you bought in Techtober?
It looks like we got a couple Sony FX30s being bought.
Z6 II. We got somebody that's a pioneer on the Oregon Trail.
Wait, what do you see in Z6 II? There's 3 dots. There's 3 eyes there.
Oh man. 40's coming. 40's coming fast.
Yeah, bro. Hey, space the eyes out for Jarrell. He can't see it all that well.
Bro.
I'm like, what are you talking about? Another Z6 III.
Wow.
And a 28-75.
Uncharted trails.
Nick is saying that he's looking into buying his first set of anamorphic lenses.
Nick, what are you thinking?
You know, I feel like if anybody says they're buying their first set of anamorphics, they pretty much have said, I'm buying a set of Blazars. And now it's just like, which ones do you want?
So you know what I just saw? I'm a little late to this.
Yeah.
The Laowa anamorphic zooms.
Oh, what are those?
They're like, don't even quote me, but it's like the 35 to 80 and then the 100 to 135.
I'm very interested to see. Are those, wait.
They're like 7
not
months
the
old.
Rangers.
No, they're not the Rangers. But they look
Anamorphic zooms.
A+.
I'm going to have to check those out.
They
I
look
was not
A+.
aware of those.
A+. Especially if you like the less distorty sort of image out of anamorphics.
Yeah,
if you like the pin cushion, you love the barrel distortion, go with someone else. But if you want the squeeze, 1.5, they look good.
Squeezing a ton of flares.
But it's for crop.
Okay.
Super 35.
Oh, well, there we go. That's why I'm out.
Stop it.
I'm not going there. I have a Komodo.
You have a Komodo.
I have a Komodo X. I have no problem with Super 35.
Yeah, and can the Raptor go into Super 35 mode?
It can.
You're perfect.
Yeah. No,
That's all you need. $6,000 for 2 zooms. Come on.
That's not a bad deal.
It's not bad.
It's not a bad deal.
You're used to these like $1,000.
I'm not used to anything because I'm not buying it. All right, let's see what else we got. Colton says, bought and now have the Blackmagic Pixis. So I'm now good for the rest of the year.
You love it, bro?
All of 3 months. He's good for the next 3 months.
Yeah, seriously.
Let's see. Oh, we got some lighting coming in. Got the Aperture 600D and 2 300Ds.
That is a filmmaker.
Oh wait, they're in his B&H cart.
No, but he's a filmmaker.
Yeah.
We out here talking about gear. This man's talking about crafting the image.
Yes, but they're also in his cart. He says waiting for that payment from the client. Bro,
what does JC say?
Here we go.
Oh, dude. Once again, just like you, Brandon, making the infrastructure decisions.
Yes. Picking up some batteries. Dude, that's where it's at. Don't you have one?
Bro, this is charging my MacBook right now. This is the best battery buy for me this year.
Is it the best though?
No, it's not. But we're not giving away anything.
Okay.
But
okay.
it's the second best buy of this year.
Chad says picked up a C400 R5 II and the 24-105 2.8 hashtag cooking.
He is cooking.
Hey, is he cooking or is he in debt though?
Oh my gosh.
Chad, what clients are you working with this year?
12,
bro
15.
Put his whole taxes on the live stream.
15 before taxes. We ain't in your pockets, Chad. We ain't in your pockets. Do you, Chad?
Hey, Chad.
Do you,
bro?
Because I can't talk.
No, yeah, I can't talk like that. I'm not moving like that. Not this year. Armin says picked up a 300C, couple C stands, sandbags, air tags for the gear. Yo, 300C, Amaran, legit. That's what we got in that closet behind Jarrell. If I switch to his wide angle, I can't get this.
Yes. You see that nice orange? Yes, right in there.
That's what's hiding it. That's what's hiding in the closet. All right, let's see. What else we got? Let's run through these real quick. Yeah, somebody said, damn, Chad.
Chad is trying to reduce that tax liability for the end of the year.
I need some write-offs.
Seriously.
Let's see. Oh, I think this is a new
Is that
chat.
a tripod?
I'm not sure. It says just
is that
bought
the Herman Miller?
No, Herman Miller.
Oh, that's your chair.
Bought the Miller Solo Q75 Graphite 2-stage and I don't know what.
I don't even know what that is. Waiting for the A7. He's a Sony user.
I don't know.
Maybe
good
it's
for
too
you, bro.
rich. Maybe it's too rich for us.
Hey, good for you. When I'll be honest, I feel like most companies undervalue the name of their products.
Seriously.
Because like I get that you need to have model numbers so that they fit well within a spreadsheet. And in the past, most model numbers at a department store would tell you what the product was to just like the people who work there. Like I know my TV, if I look at the model number on it, the size of my TV is in the model number. But yo, when it comes to like camera gear,
they be getting wild.
Bro, just make it something like I think the model number is just as important as the marketing. Because if I know the model number and I can remember it, when you market it to me, I'm more likely to remember your product. But like I can't even tell you what he just wrote. Like I already forgot what it was. I don't even know what the product is. But
Canon,
I forgot it.
60D. You got the 5D. You got the 6D. You got the 1D. You know. The R1, the R5, the R6. You know those.
Okay, calm down.
You know them.
Calm down. Everything ain't about Canon.
Cam Mackey.
Calls you a shill.
Dude. Bro. Cam. I need your help, bro. I need your help, bro. Who am I shilling for?
We're gonna find out.
What? How many minutes ago was that?
I don't know.
I don't even know what I said.
All right, let's go through a few more real quick. He says, I picked up the R5 Mark II.
Dude.
R5 Hawk Tour.
Dude.
All over this chat.
Dude, that 8K RAW, how's it treating you?
Oh, snap. Old school. He said he picked up a Raven kit.
Well, you know what's wild?
What's that?
I don't know. I don't know if Brandon wants to, not you, Brandon, but Brandon Talbot. Brandon picked up an older red.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I have to ask him about it.
Yeah. I'm not going to expose him unless he wants to say it on the chat.
Yeah,
but that reminded me of that.
But all right. So, yeah, we got a bunch of new
Oh, what did
pieces of
RJ
gear.
say?
Where is he at?
Right there. I bought too much stuff recently. About 56. I decided to wait to buy a camera because I want to get the Pixis FX6, Komodo X, or the C80. Dude, patience. Patience.
Let's see. Oh, Cam actually chimed back in. He says, I have the Laowa anamorphic zooms, and they are very clean.
Is that what you say I'm shilling for?
Kind of but great.
Cam Mackey, bro, I watched your video on the live.
I don't think he was calling you a shill for that.
Oh, well,
It might
I'll
have
shill
been
for them. Send them out.
All right, so we got everybody who is tuning
Lewis,
in.
good guess.
What Lewis say? Uh-oh.
Good guess.
All right, real quick, before we're not going to get into what Jarrell purchased yet, but what you can do is in the chat, let us know what you think he got. We'll come back up. I'll scroll back up. We'll find him.
Just ran out of frame.
Oh, can I go to the, is it in the wide frame?
I hope not. I don't think
Is it in
so.
the wide frame? Oh, just out of frame.
Just out of frame.
Just
That's
out of
right.
frame. Oh, you can see your wrist, but nothing else. All right. So let's go ahead and hop into our first story of the day. Now, I thought this was actually really interesting because I feel like...
Get out of here. Shill? Bro, don't you got to get a paycheck to shill, bro?
Okay, we need to move forward. Stop reading the chat.
Keanu Reeves.
Stop reading the chat. And let's go
Keanu
to...
Reeves. I don't know why I've translated his name to Keanu Reeves, but Keanu Reeves. You got to get a paycheck. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm back on topic.
God, we're never going to get to this show.
Hey, we're rocking with 158.
158.
158 today.
Hey, look, we appreciate y'all hopping in here. All right, let's get into this first story because
Yeah.
this is why some people actually clicked on the video. All right, so check this out. We finally are starting to get news from Sony, which I think is, it's tough because like you feel like Sony's been fairly quiet this year until you actually like, you pay attention and you're like, oh wait, no, they actually been dropping stuff.
The year's just been long.
It's been I think, here's my philosophy. Canon has been so loud, which in turn, Jarrell has been so loud that it makes everything else seem like it's been not as hyped. But we've actually gotten some really good releases this year from Nikon, Sony has released stuff, but it's just the pure quantity of content that we got or of cameras that we got from Canon this year that has made Canon seem so, I'm going to say it, obnoxiously loud this year that it makes other brands feel like they haven't done enough. But the truth is that they all have done what they've done in the past. Just Canon came to the table this year and just threw everything out.
Full disagree.
How? That's a very
I'll
fair,
tell you why. No, it is. I do think Canon's done a lot, so agree on that. But this is where I'll say I'll disagree with you. I feel like our attention spans this year have been so short. And so because Sony front-loaded the year with the A9 III and the Burano, like, bruh, it's been like 8 months since it's come out.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's not what have you done for me. It is what have you done for me lately. So I think that's problem number one. I think the problem number two is they released 2 cameras that couldn't be mass adopted. I don't even think the purpose was for them, the Burano and the A9 III. I don't think they were meant to be mass adopted. But people are like, oh, that's cool. Alrighty, and next. They didn't really dive into them. They didn't really freak out about them. So to me, this is an uncharacteristic year for Sony. Sony be dropping 9,000 cameras a year of the same flavor of Kool-Aid in different bodies. So, personally speaking, them only dropping 2 cameras, this might be normal for Nikon, this might be normal for Lumix, Panasonic, but like this was an abnormal year for Canon, and it was a slower year for Sony.
I agree. I definitely, I think I agree with you. And like, I think some of what you were saying was in what I was saying.
Yeah.
But it is one of those things with, this year, Sony also didn't really release a camera for the everyman.
Yes.
Which it feels like they've done
Yet.
that a lot. Yet. That is a big one. Like, I feel like every year we at least get somewhat of an everyday guy kind of camera, filmmaker, freelancer, content creator style camera. This year we got really, really content creator with the ZV E10 II, I think it was. And then we got super high end with the A9 III and the Burano. But the rumors are starting to pour out in the world of Sony, so that means we got to be getting close. Last week, we talked about the fact that it looks like an A7 V might be coming and could get announced as early as this year. But we also just got a new rumor coming in from Sony that the I always get this wrong. No, it's not an A. What is it? The A1 Mark II first spec rumors have now officially leaked, and also being announced that they could announce it as early as this year. I don't think we're going to get both of those cameras announced, but if the A1 Mark II does get announced this year, we at least have some specs to go off of, right?
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. We will report. I was going to say we will report on anything. We won't report on anything, but I will say, like the specs aren't crazy, and to me, I am hoping that this is one of those cameras that after you hear the specs don't tell the full story. Mm-hmm. We see the camera and then we're like, oh, wow, this is way better than just the specs. But supposedly, rumored, allegedly, it's supposed to have a 50 megapixel sensor. So they're not going to go up to that higher megapixel, primarily for speed. They want to keep the speed. They are not going to go global shutter from the A9 III because they do not want their previous camera to have more dynamic range, the A1 Mark I to have more dynamic range than the
predecessor,
next one, which means that they might not have figured out how to make global shutter dynamic range like Red has. So I don't know. And then what else? A new AI chip, improved frame rates, best-in-class autofocus, a CF Express Type A slot, dual slot, and then the same body as the A1.
Yeah, it feels like a very minor upgrade.
It feels like an A1S.
But here's my thought on it. I feel like if you're Sony and you're looking at this year and you got to release a camera, you're going to release your final camera of the year. Nobody did a better thing. Nobody had a better year than Canon this year, right? And so if you are Sony and you're going to release a camera that you know is going to be directly in comparison, because that's what happens. New camera comes out. What's the first thing we do? We start comparing them, right? Okay, this is most like this one, so let's put those two side to side. Canon did not leave a more gaping hole or did not leave the door open more than they did with the R1.
I wonder if Sony is resting on the fact that the R1 has 24 megapixels. That they're like, we don't have to change our sensor. We're already doubling them. So I wonder if that's what they're going to do. Obviously speaking, I just heard a rumor, I don't know if it's been confirmed, but the R1's autofocus is going to be slightly tweaked even from the R5 Mark II. So it's supposed to be better than the R5 Mark II. So I wonder if because like you said, Canon didn't like go to 50 or 55 or 60 or whatever. I wonder if they just said, bro, our A1 still beats your R1. So we're not going to really update.
I mean, I feel like if there was a camera that Sony could do that with, this is the one.
Yeah.
Because, like, clearly they're going to have a response for the R5 II. You know? They're going to, in the cinema space, they're going to have to respond to the C80. You know, like that FX6 is looking like real old now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I feel like there has to be a solution that Sony's going to have to do. But I feel like at least getting, like, the one thing that I look at when I look at Canon is I feel like their flagship is and has always been sort of their Achilles heel, like in the new mirrorless space. Like, they released the R3 and they were like, everyone was like, oh, this is the flagship. And they're like, no, we can do better. And so we waited with no flagship. And
4 years.
Then they give us an R1. And then, like, people are still contemplating, this isn't the real flagship.
Yeah.
There's going to be an X, you know, an R1X. That's going to be the real flagship.
Yeah.
And so if Sony can just be like, no, we still dominate here. This is our flagship. It's better than your flagship.
Yeah, I am reserving. I still don't have an opinion on the R5 II. I've been consuming so much R5 II content. been hearing so much about the line skipping, the 4K fine, all the SRAW, like all of the different things. I still don't have an opinion on it. A lot of the images do look beautiful coming from it. So like haven't all that long story short to say with the R1, it's not out yet. I don't think that you need a 50 megapixel sensor, although it's kind of nice, or 45. I don't think you need it. So I'm going to reserve judgment until it hits the wild. I know that I won't be buying it. But I do think that it is possible for it to be, from a user experience, to be better than the A1.
So here's the only reason why I'm going to disagree.
Okay.
You had the ultimate experience, opportunity to showcase how great this camera is. And if it passed with flying colors, I think we would have immediately seen it. And that was the fact that the R1 was greatly represented at the Olympics.
Yeah.
We saw it at the Olympics. We saw it in behind-the-scenes footage. We saw it on television when the photographers rush, the athlete, and we saw it in their hands taking photos. I even made a reel about how many R1s that Canon posted, showing all the R1s on their shelves ready for the Olympics. And we still haven't seen a ton of content come out saying that this was all shot on the R1 and this is how good it is and all of that. So, like, that's the only...
Give me my shill hat. I'm just... Brandon, caveat. It has to be said. Them cameras were pre-production.
Oh, my God.
Were they not?
You don't judge anybody else this softly.
I don't judge anybody. I'm a Christian man.
Oh,
no, I'm just saying.
Are you? Now?
I'm just saying.
Hey, look, I can't afford a lightning strike in this building.
The people, the chat can go back, bro. Who's harder? Who's harder on cameras?
I am hard on camera, but I'm not gonna say I've never judged the camera.
I was just playing. No, I'm just saying. I think it's pre-production.
Mm-hmm.
Like, dude, could they even open the RAW files?
Okay.
I'm just wondering. I'm asking.
I forgot who I'm talking to.
Oh my gosh, bro. You and Keanu Reeves, bro.
Oh my gosh.
I'm just stunning out there.
Look, I personally think that, in my opinion, I think that Canon's R1, while yes, it could be great, I think that the current A1 II probably goes toe-to-toe with it. And so if Sony's going to release a camera this year, they can make micro adjustments to it, and it would surpass it.
Here's the deal. I'm not, this is not a bash. The A1 versus Mark I versus the R1, glory. They're probably neck and neck. If not Sony a little bit better or Canon just a little bit better. I will say this with 100%. I think that an A2 from them, like, I don't think anyone's flagship is going to be 10%, 30%, 40% better than the other person's flagship, personally. So, like, I'm not saying this in a way of, I am saying before I go in on the R1 and maybe Canon dropping the ball, I want to see the image. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying that it's going to be good. I'm just saying I'm reserving.
Other brand gets that type of treatment from you. You will sit here.
No other brand sends checks.
All right, I'm done with you. I'm moving on.
What do the people have to say, Brandon, about this not caring about this A1 II? Y'all don't care about no A1 II.
They all calling you shills. I can't read it
they
all
do not
they're typing
care
so fast.
about no A1 II, bro. They don't care. I ain't seen a single Sony comment.
Oh, man. Look.
All I see is Canon. Canon. Thank you, Canon fan people.
You have definitely found your people. You have 100% found your people. So let us know. Do you care? Do you think Sony has a shot this year? I personally think if it was up to me this year, even though the A1 II would beat Canon's R1, in my opinion.
Wow.
Get out of here.
Is it the 50?
Huh?
Is that it?
What?
The 50 megapixels?
I think it's just the time in the industry. Their cameras, I mean, I'm not a huge fan of the R1 right now as it sits.
Okay.
That's just my opinion.
No, but what makes the A1 II better?
I think for flagship-wise, I think it has a lot to do with the 50 megapixels and then the video features that they also threw in there.
Okay.
That said, I still think if Sony wants a bigger splash this year, it's an A7 IV. That's the camera they should release.
We might save this for another episode because I feel like the idea is too good. Do flagships matter anymore? Because y'all ain't buying. I'm not buying. When y'all have made Z6 Mark IIIs, when y'all have made R5 Mark IIs, when y'all have made Pixuses. I don't know. I'm like running out of cameras that are like great.
Yeah.
When you've made FX6s, I mean, I do think like does a photographer that's not shooting at the Olympics need an R1?
See,
there's an R5 Mark II,
we can go down this rabbit hole a little bit.
I don't know.
The thing for me about flagships, or at least this is what used to be about flagships. I don't know if it's actually true anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Flagships used to tell you where the brand was going.
Yeah.
And what you could expect in the cameras below it to trickle down. That doesn't seem to be the case anymore.
Not with that A9 III.
Yeah, like that's one of those cameras where it's like, oh, the A9 might be the global shutter camera.
Yeah.
And then you have you have the A7S III that's doing one other thing, the A7 R5 that's doing a whole nother thing. Maybe you're right. Maybe flagships don't matter.
I don't know.
Let us know in the chat. Do flagships matter? Simple Light Media says
They don't.
They do not matter. Hey, brands, just stop making them.
Stop. No, don't do that.
I'm just messing.
We need something to talk about.
No, Brandon says, I think the term flagship means something different than it used to. You know, it really does. I mean, flagship used to be...
I don't even know what it means.
So this is my thought. I believe it has something to do with
because I literally
boats.
thought flagship. Is it the flag that's in front of the ship?
Yeah, it's like the flag that's on the. It's like the ship that hosts the flag that all the other boats would basically follow that one.
Okay.
And so it used to mean this leads to charge.
Gotcha.
That's not what it means anymore. Because to this day, I stand on it. I think that the R5 II is probably more of a flagship by the traditional definition than the R1 is.
Yeah, flagship to me has always been the best of the best.
Yes.
Like the best camera or the best whatever that we can offer.
Best sensor, best specs.
The most expensive.
Sure.
Like I'm at the top of the mountain.
Yes. Everything else below me, you will also have.
Yes.
But that's not the case anymore.
Especially with Sony.
It's even with Canon.
What are you talking about?
Oh, I just said it. R5 II is better than the R1.
Well, I guess it does have a bigger sensor.
Yeah, bigger sensor, higher megapixel, higher video resolution.
I can't even talk to you without you calling me a shill, so I'm going to reserve this Canon point.
I am not.
I'm going to reserve it.
Okay. I don't know.
We ain't got flagship money these days.
Marcus says that flagships don't exist anymore. Yeah, I mean, I totally agree. I think that flagships are. It's sad to say we are in a post flagship era. Now we're just looking at camera brands, I guess.
Now we're just talking. Everybody's just talking.
Well, some people buy.
Some people are buying.
Some people are buying.
Hey, if you just tuned in, because it looks like we have 172 people on the stream today. I posted this on Instagram. It's new camera signing day. Today, hey, Brandon. No, we already did. I purchased a new camera.
Yep.
We've been talking about it for a few months now.
Yes.
And we're going to be revealing it later on the live stream. So definitely stick around. You can put your guesses in the chat.
Yeah.
What do you think I bought?
What do you think this shill? I have a question. Did you buy this camera or was this camera sent to you? Wink, wink, nudge,
this camera was sponsored. Bro, Brandon, I need somebody on YouTube to tell me
Yeah.
how you get flown out and how you get cameras.
How you
I
get
feel like I'm doing it the hard way.
buying all these cameras by yourself. Oh, man. Oh, yeah. It's a shout out to you, Miss Camera Junkie. Appreciate that. Yeah. Guys, remember to hit that like button.
Yes, there's 172 people on the stream, and there's only 33 likes.
Yo, it's right there.
Do it.
Just
Do
press.
it.
Press
You know
that
what? I'm going to do it.
button. Can you do it? All right. Now, speaking of new cameras, I'm actually initially when I saw this new thing here, I got pumped.
Yeah.
I got excited.
Yeah.
Because there's really, I'll be honest, we be talking about a lot of cameras, but there's probably only about like one camera that's not out right now
Yes.
that I know nothing about that has me 100% locked in. I think I watched more videos.
100% locked in.
100%
Wow.
locked in. Not saying 100% I'm buying.
Oh, okay.
I said 100% locked in. And that is, we got some news that DJI was releasing something new.
You know what's crazy? Their rumor game is in second place this year. Like,
Yeah.
well,
Well,
maybe first place.
I mean, if you look at our channel, yeah, it looks like it's in first place.
I feel like DJI said, man, we could leak some stuff and people will talk about us.
And people will also watch.
Did y'all see on their social channel their little leaked image?
Wait, the one I have?
Mm-hmm.
So it's official. This is like officially coming in case y'all
Well,
haven't
yeah, not
seen it.
leaked, but they showed a little preview.
Yeah. So this is what we're talking about. So I saw this pop up, and then like the second I saw it, I got 2 messages about it.
Mm-hmm.
And they were like, it's here. New DJI camera.
Yes.
Mirrorless camera. It's here. And I'll be honest, when I first saw this, I was like, this is way sooner than I thought.
Yeah, and we started analyzing the picture. Like, we're
me and
looking
Jarrell,
at
were
it.
we together? Or were we on a Zoom call when
No,
it happened?
Yeah, on Zoom.
Okay.
And we're like, that's obviously a sensor.
Yes. And they're clearly showcasing the sensor here.
Yes.
Like, the actual image that they posted was like a video, actually, where it was like you could just see the clear image, and then this image that you guys got to see the lights or whatever that showed up in the image. And I was like, okay, they're clearly flexing the size of this sensor.
Absolutely.
So I was pumped. But then as we continue to analyze,
Yes.
I notice there's another sensor up there, but it's much smaller.
Yes.
What is that?
And then, you know what it inspired a thought of?
What?
Like, I'm like, the Mavic has 3 windows on it. And I was like, Brandon, is there a DJI camera that has 2 lenses on it?
Yeah, and that's when the sadness kicked in.
That's when the disappointment set in a little bit.
That's when I realized, oh, wait a minute. I think we're looking at a drone.
Now, the laughs are not because their drones are bad. Their drones are
They are dang near monopolistic.
seriously. What you shooting on? All of y'all, DJI.
Yeah, what drone is in your if there is one person in the chat right now who has a drone and who is not flying a DJI drone,
Yes.
put it in the chat.
And don't put your toy drones in the chat.
Yeah, we're talking about like not FPV. FPV, because that's when people are like, oh, I have a...
You think we're swinging FPV shooters on uncensored?
I don't know.
We
Maybe.
don't talk about it enough.
Maybe they've never had the outlet. This is your chance. If you're an FPV pilot, put it in the chat.
Shout out.
But long story short, we did some research. I am fairly convinced that on the 15th of October, we will not be seeing the mirrorless camera. In fact, I have it on good authority, but and I found another leaked image. That this is, in fact, yes, definitely a drone. So here's the image that I found.
They got our hopes up.
Yeah, dude, it killed me, but here we go. So this is the image that I found online. It definitely looks like, it feels like...
It looks like a Mavic.
It does look like a Mavic, except it's only got the 2 cameras. But what we saw there, I kind of can see it on there. It looks like it's an Air 3. I think from what I saw, it's like an Air 3S
Yes.
style camera. And when I went back and actually looked at the original image, this one here, you can clearly see the two cutouts there. So it's like, okay, this would make sense if we take what we see here.
Yeah.
And then we take what we see in this leaked image. The one on the left being the new camera, that definitely lines up.
Yeah.
Not only does it line up, the original Air 3 did not have a 1-inch sensor. It had a CMOS sensor. This is a one. They're saying that this leaked new drone, the 3S, should be a 1-inch sensor. And if that is the case, then yeah, it would make sense why the marketing tried to focus on the closer one, because I'm sure the main sensor on this new drone would be the 1-inch sensor, which would be a huge upgrade for the Air. But if you fly the Mavic, you've already had a 1-inch sensor before. So
for sure,
it's one of those things where, like, I feel like they're having to do something to market this new drone. But when it compares to its already existing drones, this isn't really like a whole new feature.
You know what this is?
What's that?
This is the iPhone 6, the iPhone 6S.
Yeah.
The iPhone 7, the iPhone 7S.
Yeah,
this
but
is what
at least we're getting, I mean, if you are an Air shooter,
yes,
at least now you're actually getting a 1-inch sensor, which should make a pretty substantial difference.
100%. Now, I'm not saying nothing knocking it, but I feel like they're in their product cycle of, well, and this is a pretty big upgrade, but like their images are already outside of their colors that are a little bit harder to deal with when trying to match with whatever camera that you're shooting on with on the ground. Outside of their colors, their image is impeccable.
Yeah, I mean,
even my Mini 3 Pro, I don't love every image that comes off of it, but I love it. And then my Mavic 2, love everything that I ever shot on it.
Yeah. I mean, I love my Mavic. I have a Mavic 3. Absolutely love it. Only issue I ever run into it with is the size.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So the fact that they're making some of their lighter, more portable drones better, I think is good. I think what makes this upgrade for me interesting is I feel like they're in a weird product cycle where, like, they're giving their, like, an existing higher end drone has a feature, which is a reason why you would say, oh, I'm going to upgrade to that drone.
Yeah.
But then they're taking that feature, like the 1-inch sensor, and they're dropping it into their lower ones. But then because they don't, like, go full Canon and just release, like, a whole new ladder step, it then makes the ladder feel a little off.
For sure.
For a while, until maybe the Mavic 4 comes out, which, I mean, I know we kind of, like, you know, teased a couple images of that 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Like, it just gets kind of a little bit convoluted. And, you know, obviously it's October. It's time for, you know, new tech to drop. It's time for new products. People are probably going to be looking to buy maybe a new drone this year. I guess this price point for the holidays, I mean, the Air 3 is kind of in that, what is that, like around like $1,000?
Yeah. Yeah. My guess would be is if you have a 3 or you have a 2, like whatever, this probably isn't for you. But if you have an older, if you're still, for whatever reason, still shooting on the Phantom line, stop it.
Nobody has a Phantom.
I mean, you never know. If you're shooting on that, this drone may be for you.
Bro, all the drones they've released is for you. the Phantom, bro.
I'm just saying. I don't know.
Anybody got time to walk around with a giant styrofoam box? Bro, I used to use that thing as a Apple box. I'd stand on it.
You know what? Let them trickle down that 1-inch sensor into the Mini. I don't care how wildly shaped you have to make it.
Hey,
bro, do that. Keep the Mini the same size. Do that.
That's the drone I'm most. I mean, obviously, I already have the Mavic 3.
Yeah.
But the Mini
got a 1-inch.
Bro,
Give
the
it
Mini.
him.
The Mini might be my favorite drone that they make right now.
Give it him.
I don't know.
All right. See. So the question that we always have to ask. We did have some FPV pilots.
Oh,
yeah.
We did?
Yeah. We had a few.
Where we got?
I saw. I don't know. They were probably the first couple comments. But like always, what we want to know, are y'all just talking are y'all buying?
Well, hold on.
Does the 3 Air S mean anything to you?
I'm about to have beef with somebody. Look, we try to keep it positive around here, unless you're
Keanu Reeves.
Bro, how is he gonna call it a flop? We don't know anything about this camera. I think if I'm gonna stand on this, I think if anybody can disrupt the mirrorless space right now, I think it is DJI. They have the best opportunity to do it, and I 100% disagree with you, Keanu.
Yeah, they got that new tech. They got that money. They're not beholden to this is how we've always done it.
Right.
When you look at the Ronin 4D,
yeah,
they have the whole possibility of dropping something wild on us. So who knows?
Whoa. Okay. He says, I'm still using an old Unique. I also have a few DJI drones. Okay, first off, so the Unique was actually the first drone that, oh man, I don't know how far I can go back into this story. But basically, when I first started doing real estate, we first started offering drone, I had a business partner, and we flew a Unique. And when I tell you, this drone was trash.
Dude.
Trash.
Dude.
No offense, chill, but
you asked me who judges more.
I didn't ask you who judges more. I didn't ask you who judges more. That was not a question. You said you don't judge. You're a Christian man.
You're out here being like, unique. This man's like, I still use it. Man, that's trash.
Bro, I'm glad he picked, but he also says he still also has a few DJI drones. Yeah. I got a question. Which one you picking up, bro? Just clarification. I know you have the Unique, but when it's time to go shoot something, which one you picking up? That's just my question. All right, let's see. Someone says, I really don't need that DJI to drop before December. Well, too bad. It's coming. Yes. October 15th. We got a new drone that's coming out. It's going to happen. And there's nothing any of us can do about it. Somebody says Mini 4 Pro, but I think it's the Air 3S. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that what we're looking at is a Air 3S. And, shout out DJI. Got another drop coming out. They tend to I feel like DJI moves more like in the tech space than in the camera space.
Yeah.
Like they like to roll out with the tech kind of releases. Like
Seriously.
You follow like the Apples and the Googles, the Samsungs. DJI kind of releases within their cycles, not necessarily in the camera cycles, which kind of gives us something interesting to talk about during the holidays.
Roving Earth is balling, bro.
What do you say?
Balling. He don't want no little Air 3S.
Bro, I think the Inspire.
He wants that Inspire, bro.
I think that the oh look, I'm not uniquely.
What's up, Brandon?
Yeah. That Unique is.
Dude, we might have just lost a fan, bro. No, he commented again.
Where's he at?
He's right there. Go down one more. He says DJI hands down. He's just saying he has it on the shelf as memorabilia. Yeah. Like he still has it.
He said it started from the bottom. Now he's here with the DJI drones. No, look, I totally get it. It is pretty legit.
Thank you, Scott.
For what?
I sneezed.
Oh.
You missed that?
Did he? Bro.
I'm gonna take those blessings, Scott.
The chat is
Scott,
saying
Scott, I am so grateful that you're here. You're here for the right moment. You might have been here, but we're about to reveal the camera.
Is it time?
Is it?
Let's just do it.
You want to do it?
Right, yeah. All right. Let me take. Hold on.
We need a second. Yeah, you go.
All right. So, if you guys were not aware, Jarrell has been in the market for a new camera for a minute. Your head was totally in frame. Jarrell has definitely been in the dude, you're doing way too much.
Your camera's too close.
All right, so don't set anything up yet because they're gonna see. All right, so I'll let you set it up here in a moment. All right, I'm gonna start over. This is for the clip. Love you guys who watch us live. So Jarrell has been in the market for a new camera for a while. And on this show, we talk a lot. But there's a statement that we always say, and that is, are you just talking or are you buying? And anytime somebody actually pulls the trigger, we greatly appreciate it because you go from the talking stage to the buying stage. And as we all know, once you start typing in your credit card number, bro, things change. Things change. You really, really got to figure out what is important to you. And so today, Jarrell is excited to officially announce what new camera he has bought. Let's make sure we flip them the opposite way, the other way first.
Yeah.
The other way.
What do you mean?
Towards you.
Oh, you don't want them to see it?
Not yet.
Okay.
Then I'll have you reveal what the options are.
Okay.
So, all right, Jarrell. Jarrell has finally set it up, and we decided to go very...
I wasn't recruited to play sports in college, but one of the things that I love about college signing days is the Miamis and the Duke universities and the Texas University, the hats when the athletes when they pick up the hat and they reveal who they're signing to. This is signing day.
Now, these hats are not only being put out here because of, like these were options, but these were like top options for you, right?
Yes.
Okay. So, let's reveal the hats for the people.
You ready?
Yep.
Yeah, you ready? All right.
Mm-hmm. Let's reveal them.
So we got the Alphas from Sony. We have the Canon. And we have the red. Oh, you stay there. Nope. All righty, chat.
So you guys were putting in, everybody was putting in their guesses.
I don't have a GoPro. I don't have a GoPro hat.
There's no GoPro hat up in here. So let's see. Let's go see what the people were guessing. Scott, he says GoPro 13.
No, but shout out to Brandon Talbot. I have a GoPro 12.
Unfortunately, Will, no. I'm sorry. The Lumix gang did not make the final 3 cut.
They didn't make the flagship cut.
They are not in the big 3.
The trail is going to spoil it.
What else you guys got? Oh, well, another option there was did you go with the S9?
I did touch an S9 this week for the first time.
All right, final guesses. What do y'all think he picked up?
Oh, we're not center framed.
Oh, well, that's because it's on the other. It's on the wrong way. There we go.
There we go.
There you go. Couple guesses coming in. C80. He says you need a Black Magic design hat. You're missing one.
The pictures stick too long.
Brandon says you got the red. Dallas says C400. JR is saying the Komodo X. Nikon. Well, I mean, I guess kind of. I guess kind of. It's on there.
Nikon's kind of represented in this.
Yeah, kind of. Either the C400 or the Komodo X. Ron said, I already said red. Renee chiming in, C80.
Brandon, have you seen those moms?
Yeah.
When they commit to the school they don't want to? Nah, put that hat down.
Like the kid.
You're going to Miami.
Oh, man. Nick is saying FX30. Oh, Scott says just push the Sony hat off the side.
It's leaning.
Canon C80. Travis says an
iPhone 16, baby.
He upgraded.
Yeah, we are iPhone shooters.
We got C80, C400s. Oh man,
So many.
All
righty, Brandon.
All right,
this build up is too much.
Yeah, it's too much. All right, here we go. Jarrell.
Today, I am officially signing. Today.
Oh, let me get that off real quick.
I was waiting for you.
There you go.
Today, I'm officially signing.
No.
Nah, ain't nobody buying Sony. Love you, Sony. I ain't got that Burano money. Get out of here.
Okay, wait. So we just got two. We got two options.
We
left.
just have two options left.
Two options left.
Two options left.
All right.
Two options
Your
left.
Canon fan people are sweating, bro. Canon fan people are sweating. Look, Mr. Camera Junkie said, "Welcome to 2025." Sorry, Mr. Camera Junkie.
All right.
All right,
Dude.
ready?
Dude.
Get it. Let the people know. What are you doing?
That C400 is nice. It's nice. But at this point, it's not for me.
C80?
I have officially signed to Dread.
Oh, he's in the Kool-Aid.
We're in the Kool-Aid, baby. And what you guys have maybe been waiting for is the Komodo X.
It is official.
Brandon has been tempting me, showing me, shooting with me for the last 2 years, bro. 2 years, bro.
Let's go.
2 years, bro. And we picked up the kicks. Now, I want to clarify, because listen to me. I think a lot of people on the Canon side of things are going to be like, why are you switching? And I want to say this. I'm not switching to Komodo. I know that most of the time when people upgrade their cameras, they will sell what they had before to be able to purchase the new. I love my R6 and my C70 so much. I'm using it. I'm keeping those cameras. I'm not getting rid of it. One of the major reasons why I stayed in this ecosystem was the RF mount. I'm keeping my RF glass, keeping my EF glass. We'll continue to use that. This is going to, for me, be for higher end projects and productions. And then for the C70 and the R6 will be for more of the run and gun when I really need that autofocus, when I need, quicker turnarounds on projects. So not leaving Canon. I am, and I mean this genuinely speaking, Canon for life. Canon for life. I've been shooting Canon for 13 years, not getting rid of it.
Take the head off.
We are we doing it, baby. We doing it, baby. The real merger.
The real
merger, baby. Let's go, Nikon.
Yeah.
And Canon.
No, real talk. Obviously, I've been aware of this move for a minute. And dude, first of all, I'm proud of you. Excited for you. Excited that you've officially jumped all in, in the Red ecosystem. And I know it's a learning curve, but like, obviously, Jarrell has, we've talked a lot about this decision process.
Yeah.
But for the people, I mean, I know you say you plan on using them both, right? Mm-hmm. But for you, and I'm going to go through, because, I mean, the people are showing love to you, bro. Like, this is one thing that I do love about this live stream community.
Yeah.
Is that, like, it's a real community. You know what I mean? Like, despite Canon, Red, Nikon, whatever. Like, at the end of the day, buying a camera that you are interested in buying and that you love and that like you're hoping to be able to get more out of, I think is a great first step. You know what I mean? Like, that's something that we should all be excited about. That's why, like, I mean, I know we rag on them, but like, if you buy a Lumix, you can let us know in the chat. Like, we'll still be happy for you.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Like, the people who finally are getting their Pixuses, I'm happy for them.
Absolutely.
Like, I'm excited to see what they make, because I understand that, like, for a small group of us, those of us who are, camera enthusiasts, we love this craft. We're gearheads, whatever. Like, there is something to getting your camera. Mm-hmm. It inspires you to want to go out and shoot more. Like, how long have you had your Red now? A few days?
Oh, 2 days.
2 days. How much just going out and playing have you done?
Oh, 100%. Like, shooting... I've made like 2 or 3 videos. Nothing that I'm going to be posting because I need something more than just my dog and backyard and that sort of stuff and kids. But man, I am itching, bro, to go shoot something.
That's so like people always say like, should you buy, what's a good reason to buy a camera? I am in the unpopular group here when I say I think you can buy a camera if it's going to motivate you to go out and create more.
Yeah.
Like, yes, there should be logical reasons. Definitely don't go into debt. All these other things, make good financial decisions. But like, if a camera just motivates you to want to go make more stuff, like, you should have that spark.
Absolutely.
And if you can get a camera responsibly and have that happen, like, I mean, people do it with cars. People do it with watches. People buy tech and have no use for it, but they're like, oh, I just like it. I think in the camera space, you can do that too.
I was having this conversation yesterday with someone else, and one of the things that I realized the moment that I unboxed it, put a battery in, slapped some lenses on it, I realized it was a little scary having the KX, if I'm going to be 100% honest with you. And here's the reason why. There are now, and I'm not saying that the KX is a perfect camera. It could be better at autofocus. I'm still learning it. But now it feels like, and this was probably even true about the C70s and all the other cameras I used, but now, because this is used in Hollywood to shoot whatever, Marvel, all sorts of different movies, there are now, the limitations will not be on the camera anymore. It'll be on my skills and my abilities and my knowledge. And that was a very humbling moment shooting with the KX, that if the picture don't look good, it ain't the sensor. It ain't the camera. It ain't the lenses. It's on me. And so I will say for me, the motivation is to become a better cinematographer. Because right now, I feel like I'm in first grade.
Yeah. No, it is one of those things. I've just been pulling up a few of the different I've been just pulling up a few of the different comments. JOM Productions, we see you. We'll talk to you in just a second. But you're 100% right. I'll be honest. When I first got into the world of Red, I felt the same way. I was like very nervous. I was also afraid to like post work and say that it was shot on Red, because like I already know that like the sensor is one part of the equation, but like lighting and everything else. And so like I'll be honest, like I was afraid to tell people when I would shoot some things on Red when I first got them, because if my lighting wasn't just right, I knew my image wouldn't look great, and people were like, oh, like, must be nice to have this super expensive camera, but your lighting sucks. Yeah. Your audio sucks. And, like, there was a little bit more of a critical lens being put on my work. And not only from exterior sources, but from myself. You know what I mean? But I will say, dude, like, getting your dream camera of any type, no matter where you are, it should reset like your expectations, right? Like it should be like, okay, what can I get? Like, how do I get the most out of this camera now? Absolutely. Right. And like, I do think that is something that like, even I have the Raptor X, love it. But like, I haven't made any like real content on the Raptor X yet, because I have taken it out on a few projects, like commercial projects, but I don't feel like they've really allowed me to like really stretch what the Raptor X can do, like with the extended highlights and stuff like that. And so like I'm waiting for that. So for sure, because I know I'm gonna get that judgment about the camera. But like, dude, like I'm just like super pumped about it, and everybody else seems to be excited except for JOM Productions. Now I will say this to JOM Productions and anybody else, to all of you guys. Why you gotta unsubscribe to my channel because of something he did? That ain't on me. He still shoots Canon. I have Canons. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. There's a Canon lens on this camera right now. I got Canons right there. There's a Canon right there. I will say this, and you're probably joking. It's fine. Hopefully you're joking. But I will tell you guys, and I'm not going to compare it to any other camera. I'm just going to say in general, guys, before you knock it, try it. Or maybe don't try it. Because the moment, okay? You gonna tell them about the experience? No, I'm not. Okay. Because I'm not ready for the hate. The moment, okay,
that you shoot something and you put it in your editor, there is secret sauce. I felt that way about the C70. Like when I put up my mirrorless camera next to my C70, I'm like, what does it do? It's doing something different. Like, why does this look cinematic? Okay, why do the highlights roll off like this? Why am I getting more dynamic range? What is going on? Okay, same brand, Canon. Why does this look so much better? The same thing happens with the KX, where when you view the image, you might not immediately notice what's different about the KX until you go back and look at other footage, and you'll be like, there's some secret sauce. So before you knock it, okay, try it. Or don't try it, because you don't want to ruin stuff for you.
JOM is definitely joking.
Yeah.
Look, real talk, I will tell you, for me, my experience, like, I get a lot of hate.
Check out the Clips channel.
I get a lot of hate for the clips. When I talk about reds.
Yeah.
Because I talk about that. I
Yeah.
talk about the 16-bit. And then everyone's like, you don't need 16-bit. And I'm like, you're right, you don't need 16-bit. But once you see it, and then you got to go back to 10, and then you have to like edit something together, and one was shot in 10, one was shot in 16, and you're just like, oh yeah, this is, it's like a bell you can't unring.
It's wild.
I'll tell you this too. You're gonna find this very interesting. Global shutter will mess you up.
It will.
Because it's not even just like moving the camera,
Mm-hmm.
but it's movement in the camera,
Mm-hmm.
like shooting fitness or shooting sports, anything like that. It just all hits different. The slow motion hits different. Everything about it is different. So not to sit on this topic for too long,
Yes.
but dude, congratulations.
Thank you, brother. Dude.
Red, I converted another one.
Send that check.
Yes, converting Canon shooters one red Komodo X at a time.
One Komodo X at a time. Now, I do want to talk about this just for a minute, okay? Because I do think that the process, why the KX, why not the C80,
Yeah.
why not the C400? Because they're all, I could have potentially gotten two C80s. I could have potentially gotten a C400.
Oh, you think it just monetarily?
Yeah, from like a monetary.
Got it,
From
got
what I spent. This has little to do with what brand I felt like was better
Okay.
or what camera I thought was better. This had everything to do with stepping out into something new. For me, I am so familiar and comfortable with Canon. I love my C70. I love the image I get from my C70. There are times when I even prefer its image over many other cameras. And I know that, like, especially after last week, bro, man, I got called a clown for putting a Canon camera in my top 5, whatever. I love the C70, okay? I ain't never shot on no Alexa 35. I know it's great.
No, you did.
I ain't never. Anyways, so with that being said, Canon feels so familiar. And one thing that I think that's great about Canon, that's also a little bit irritating about Canon, is back in the 60D days or even the Rebel days, bro, the image quality for video has always been mwah, love it. But my T2i or the 6D never looked 2 times, 3 times, 4 times better than the 5D Mark III. My 5D Mark III didn't look 2 times less than my 1DX Mark II.
Yeah.
Like, the image quality didn't look. Oh my gosh, we took this mind leaping. And so I will tell you, when Griffin did the side by side of the C70 and the C80 and they matched that well, it made me more confirmed. Throw a speed booster on the C70 and I have a C80. I don't have SDI. That's okay. I don't have triple base ISO. am I really hurting for that 12,800? No. Do I want a Genlock? Am I going to spend more money for Genlock than the KX? No. It kind of just felt like I'm going to have an opportunity to do something new, to step out into an unknown, to learn a new operating system, to challenge myself to grow, to experience global shutter, to potentially fail. Like, all of those things resulted in I wanted to take a risk because I know Canon is home. It feels like home. I'll always feel comfortable there. I'll always use it. I wanted to try something a little bit different. And I got to be honest with you. There are some creature comforts that I'm missing. So,
how's manually focusing?
Yeah, it's a new, everything's new.
Yeah.
Post workflow's new.
Yeah.
Frustrating right now.
Yeah.
Honestly, like the file playback of 6K, it's awesome on the M2. Max is awesome. But color grading, all that sort of, it's hard. It's hard. It's just cumbersome and slow. So, but the images coming off of it, it's crazy.
I will
Crazy.
say, like, I like, when it comes to the Reds, I don't think I've ever shot something on the Reds and didn't love how it looked.
Yeah.
I mean, I've shot, like, events, festivals, whatever, and had to use, my mirrorless camera, and like the lighting setup wasn't just right, or the autofocus got off, or not necessarily even autofocus getting off, but like also like white balance getting off and stuff like that. And I've had that happen on mirrorless cameras, and like gotten back to my screen and was like, oh, I hate how this looks. Let's start tweaking. There's never been a time that I shot with my Red that I didn't get back and look at the footage and go, wow, this looks amazing. And
even if you do,
you have so much
just
room.
a tweak.
Well, and that's what I was gonna say. It's like, even like there's been times where like I'm moving fast, my white balance is off. I can see it in my image, but I know I have it. I know I can adjust it in post. The only reason why I don't pick up the Red to just shoot everything then is we got to figure out that file size.
Bro, guys, I will tell you things that I'm not ready for. I am not ready for that battery consumption. I'm not ready for it. I don't have enough batteries. I will tell you what I am. I do not have a NAS.
You need a hard drive.
I need.
I told you what I bought this year.
NASes.
I told you what I bought. Everything I bought has been hard drive related.
ELQ is.
I know, but I just maybe I don't know. ELQ does not work well for me.
Chill.
I'm
No.
ELQ does not work well for me.
I thought you were going to say something different. No. I'm talking about, I'm shooting an ELQ. It works fine for me.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't bog me down. In Premiere. You don't use Premiere.
Okay.
I'm strictly using ELQ because 99.9% of the stuff that I'm going to deliver will be to clients, will be to the web. 99%. I will not use ELQ if, I don't know, Marvel says, hey, come shoot something for me.
I want to challenge you. Try and let me know what your experience has been like this. Because I shot an ELQ and I've shot an LQ.
Mm-hmm.
And what I find is that LQ obviously takes up more storage, but it's easier for my computer to process and run and play back.
It's time to upgrade, Brandon.
My
Techtober.
computer.
Techtober.
So when I say I haven't been buying anything, that's because I'm waiting for a Apple Studio 2, whatever, the Mac Studio. That's what I'm waiting for.
Hey, James, I have downloaded Resolve 19, and I am grudgingly going through it. I know it's better. I know. It's hard.
But yeah, I definitely, I'd love to hear your experience on that. But yeah, that's been my experience. But I will say, I mean, it looks like y'all went on a whole different tangent here in the chat. So shout out to y'all for holding that down. I just started seeing B-Raw is great. Like, where did that come from? But yo, happy day for you, bro.
Yes. Dude, I got the same name as the CEO.
Pete. I mean, that's not your name.
J-Red.
But no, dude, shout out to you. Congratulations on the new camera upgrade. In case you guys are just tuning in, Jarrell is officially. You want to show it off for the people one more time?
Show it off for the
It'll
people
allow
one
me
more
to
time.
grab a.
Oh gosh, side handle, handling recklessly.
How good is it,
dude? It's, as you guys can tell,
Hey,
it is
wait.
very stripped.
Give us the thumbnail, bro.
It's very. It's very stripped, bro.
That's funny.
We got the Athenas on here with the RF to PL adapter. We've got some Condor Blue rigging, which is nice. And then we have some Corex batteries, which is the best battery that I have bought outside of the small rig. It is a wonderful, wonderful battery, primarily because of the USB-C. But, guys, I'm telling you, this thing, I love it. It will challenge you. It's challenging me to grow, and I'm excited about that.
That's good. That's really good. Well, yo, dude, super, super excited for you on that. That is big time. That is big time.
All the comments. All right, Brandon.
Yeah.
We have the best chat on the internet.
We do.
They are, and guys, I know people be gassing people at times, but honestly, on the live stream, y'all feel like family. Like, our numbers every single week have been increasing. Y'all are just steady. Y'all are awesome. Like, your comments, they're funny. Bro, y'all make the clips, and y'all make the clips and the shorts. They're great. But one of the things that, because there's been so many cameras dropping lately, what I've seen is people like me maybe stepping up to a C400, maybe a Komodo X, maybe like whatever, an FX6, like whatever. They're stepping up to a new camera. And what I see sometimes, and not all the time, but I've seen some crazy toxicity.
Yeah.
I've seen like people just going in on people. And what I wanted to do is I kind of wanted to bring it up to y'all so we could just talk about a little bit about the toxicity in the filmmaking space, and maybe even just try to figure out, like, why do people feel the need to crap on people?
So, but this spawned from a specific video you saw, right?
Absolutely. I saw like this young filmmaker buy a C400. And you can tell from the thumbnail, this man was hyped. Like, It was his first cinema camera. And obviously, as a first, the C400 is a beast.
Yeah.
It's a beastly camera for your first one. And so I get that. But he's just going into his backyard, taking some test footage like we all do, if we're going to be honest.
Yeah.
Like when you
get
see
your
reviews,
camera, you don't have a job to do yet. So you're like, I got to go play it.
Everybody's review is of their backyard, unless you're Brandon Washington and we're going all over Houston. You know what I mean? For the most part, everybody's in their backyard, showing off your dog, showing off your mom, showing off whatever. And man, on the first couple comments on this video was like, bro, you don't deserve this camera, or bro, you're making this camera look like trash. And I just kind of felt it like deep down that I'm like, everybody's got a starting point. And does it make you feel better to trash somebody?
So it's tough because like I've been on YouTube for a while.
Yeah.
So like and obviously in the camera space, right? So like I get that. I get that more than anything. Like I understand, like that guy's experience is something that I personally I've dealt with. And I've dealt with it for years. And so like I have kind of had to like grow like super thick skin where it's just like I either have to do one or two things, just decide just not to give a F or not to read my comments.
Yeah.
Right? And like legitimately, like I'll be honest, like here on this channel, I love you guys who watch this live. And I really appreciate the people who watch the clips. And when we say clips, we're talking about the horizontal 10 to 12 minute clips. But bro, I don't pay attention to the shorts that come out. I don't. People
YouTube is just serving out the shorts.
Yeah.
to anybody that has a pulse.
Yes. And so some of the most toxic comments come from the shorts. And so I've just taught myself, don't read the shorts because they don't understand the context anyway.
You know what's wild? Y'all probably don't know. Bro, we've been called trans. I'm like, what were we talking about? What were we talking about that somebody like, y'all transgender? And I'm like, the internet is wild, bro. It is wild, bro. Brandon's dying, bro. But no, seriously. And I'm not, man, and I don't even want to say this word too many times because I feel like, I don't know, is YouTube going to do something? But, bro, it's not been like one comment. Is it the hair, bro? Is it the hair? I don't know. It's wild. But, yeah, people are straight up wild. And so, like, to me, that's not the filmmaking community. That's just a trollo.
Oh, that's a trollo. Bro, it is. And so... It's tough. That's so
it's
far
wild.
left.
It's so no, but I'm serious. I wanted to give an example of the shorts wildness, bro.
Yeah. So I mean, here's the deal. For me, I mean, I think somebody else said it. You went so far. Hurt people. I agree.
100%.
I agree with Brandon. Like when I look at comments like that, I just go like, okay, this person's clearly like jealous. Or like the one, like the comment, like I felt bad for that guy. You know what I mean? Because he didn't have like I mean, I hate like when people say like, you have a big channel, a small channel. Like,
yeah,
I think all channels can have equally amount of reach. But, you know, his subscriber count wasn't huge, right? And it definitely felt like the people who were finding that video were not his audience.
Yes.
And they were treating him as such.
For sure.
And like, it's really tough because like, it takes a lot to like create content, right? It's a whole nother level to choose to put that content out to let the world judge it.
Yeah.
And like if you're adding like constructive criticism, like we make mistakes. Last week we went live and like our audio wasn't even coming through the Rodecaster,
100%.
right? So like people say it in the chat, we take that with love, we make the adjustment and boom, we have better audio, right? Mm-hmm. I feel like if you're offering like constructive criticism and stuff like that, like that's fine. That's warranted. Mm-hmm. But when people get on and they're just like, you don't deserve to have that camera, it's like, bro, you don't know that guy's life. You don't know his struggles. You don't know his finances. Like
100%.
Like, yeah, it might have been his first, like the C400 that's a massive first cinema camera.
Yeah.
But also like he might have been shooting for the last 8 years on mirrorless cameras and didn't need a cinema camera until like recently, right?
100%.
So like, I say this to our audience, and this is one of the reasons why, like I love going live because like it's real community from real people happening in real time.
Yeah.
And so like when it comes to this like toxic side of things, I think that it's probably everywhere on the internet.
Yes.
But I think because ours is normally tied to such a large financial decision.
Yes.
Anybody and everybody understands finances or understands money. And so they just put themselves into your space and say, oh, well, if I had that money, I would have done this. And because you're not doing what I'm doing, well, you're an idiot or you don't deserve it. And I think that's the issue. Yeah. When realistically, we should just be, you know, building each other up. Like everyone here, like when you announced that you know, wasn't a Canon, it's technically a Nikon. But when you announced, you know, your new camera, like it was all love. Yeah. And like that's what I love about, you know, obviously this community, but that's like there's a part of our space that is that. Yeah. And like I just try to encourage people like when you see the hate, because I'm not gonna lie, when I saw that guy's video, I like checked it and I was like, dang, this really sucks. But we were like in the middle of a production. So then I came back a few minutes later and those comments were gone. So he was like clearly deleting comments. Yeah. You know what I mean? Which I'm not against. Like, hey, it's your comment section, bro. If you don't want it down there, delete it.
For sure.
But it encouraged me to say, oh, I need to hop in there and spread positivity. Yeah. You know what I mean? Let's hop in the comment section and let's make sure we say something positive. Yeah. Because I know as a creator, you could get 10 great comments. It only takes one to screw up your whole day.
Absolutely.
Like, I mean your whole day.
Yeah. Dude, there's like a couple of thoughts, and they're probably not all good. But bro, too, everybody needs to be kind, but you better be cinema.
Oh,
Your channel better be cinema, my dude. If
Bro.
you're gonna say you don't deserve to have that camera, like you better be Roger Deakins, and he shouldn't even come up and be like, you're trash. Like, he shouldn't even say that. But you better not talk having 3 subscribers.
I don't even care about the numbers. I don't even care about
Or
the
the
work.
content, the work. If you don't have the work, like, you don't have the, like, I need to see mind-blowing visuals if you're going to tell someone that they don't deserve to have the camera.
So I can tell you from my experience, and this has always been my experience, and it has helped me out a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So you remember a few months ago when we did the Star Wars short film, right? So first big narrative that we shot on an LED wall.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it turned out great, but we only had 2 days to shoot it, so it's like super short, blah, blah, blah. I saw all these problems with it. I go to NAB, and I get a chance to actually, or not NAB, sorry, it was Cinegear.
Yeah.
I go to Cinegear, and I actually get a chance to sit down with some of the people in Hollywood who are like pioneering the virtual production pipeline.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I get a chance to actually sit down and talk with them. And I am just talking with them about it, terrified to actually show them our film.
Mm-hmm.
And then somebody I'm with is like, why don't you just show them your film? And I was like, bro, if I didn't say it, there's a reason why I didn't say it. But then, of course, it comes up. So I ultimately, I pull up my phone and I show them, our film. It's like all of 60-something seconds.
Yeah.
And the amount of praise that I got from it,
Mm-hmm.
and it was crazy, was like, first off, they were encouraging.
Mm-hmm.
They were like, this is great. We love to see what you're doing. And then it was like, I have a question. And they would ask me like legitimate questions that were things that we had to, shoot around. Like, we did cowboy shots. We cut people off at the knees because, our seam where the screen was and where our dirt on the ground wasn't the cleanest, right? So we did some reframing. And they were like, did you have to do some cowboy shots because of this? And I was like, yeah. And he was like, oh, okay, well, let me show you how you fix that.
Yeah.
And he gave me tips on site on how to do that. And I tell that story to say that I have learned in this industry that the only people who are toxic or who try to bring you down are people that are beneath you.
Mm-hmm.
No one that is rightfully above you and kind of like where you are aspiring to get to.
Ahead of you. Yeah.
Whether in the journey,
Been there, done that.
talent, skill set, the people that you look up to that you want to become, they will almost never tear down the hard work that you're currently building because they have done what you've done and they've experienced what you've experienced. And so they understand it. When I first got into Red, there was a lot of people who were like dogging my stuff. And I would go look them up and they weren't even Red shooters. But then the people who were like,
they almost hated Red.
Yeah, they wanted to really shoot Red, but they were like, oh, of course your image looks great. It was shot on a Red, right? Yeah. But then the people who do shoot on Red, the people who I was actually looking up to, they were the ones, the Kevins, the people from Red actual, like Red Digital Cinema. Yeah. They were the ones that were like, oh, you should try this. Oh, you should tweak this. Oh, you're not enjoying this feature. Like, even for example, my autofocus video that just came out on the Red Komodo, freaking James from Red, you talk about when you get those comments and they're like a book, and you're like, I'm not reading that. That's a book of hate, right? It was James. This one was from James. It's like a book, but literally he's breaking down, oh, if you're using this autofocus, do this. If you're using this autofocus, do this. And like literally was helping me improve my autofocus from the Komodo X. That's the kind of stuff that when the people are naturally ahead of you, they don't try to like tear you down based off what you're saying. They literally try to lift you up. Yeah. And so like with all this toxic stuff, I mean, this is sort of a love letter to that guy who's dealing with this crap on that video, because that really did irritate me. Yeah. I hate when I see people do that to people. But like you should be lifted up, and then you should join a community that lifts you up. And so, so really appreciate that. Scott's another one. Scott, who's in the chat here.
Seriously.
Like, Scott's been shooting Red.
He's got so much of a wealth of knowledge. I know I've gotten to Scott so many times and asked him, what do you think about this? What do you think about that? And as a filmmaker, as someone that produces film, someone that shoots content for YouTube, who does it all, You know, this man live streams, you know, on Fridays in the afternoons, and he just spreads the wealth.
Yeah.
Spreads the wealth.
Just literally here to help. I love this. The courage it takes to post a video because of morons. Like it really is a big thing. And so I just wanted this video to live. I wanted to obviously talk about this topic, but also I don't even know how this would perform as a clip, but I wanted to live on the internet just as a place for people to go back to and be able to be like, yo, like, it doesn't have to be that way.
Yeah.
We understand that it is that way. But like as filmmakers, like, because we are not the toxic ones, sometimes it's easy for us to be quiet because we don't have, I mean, we're not in that mind space, right? We don't think we need to be overly positive.
Yeah.
Because we're like, well, we're not overly negative. We're not overly positive. We just kind of sit because we're working. But dude, there's some people out there who are just toxic. And so
seriously,
I'm going to be trying to do my best to go out of my way when I see those people popping off in people's comments and stuff, just to throw in some positivity. I know it only weighs like a 10th that the negative comment does.
For sure.
But like, I mean, like,
well, coming from you, bro. I mean, like, you're a normal person. You are a normal person. But when somebody get a comment from you, it might outweigh some of the negative comments.
I don't know about all that.
It might.
I'll still post it.
But shout out to y'all, because honestly, y'all are so positive, and you guys are so y'all's. I will be honest with you, because we did this before. We did Uncensored before, and like either because of YouTube or because not doing it long enough or consistency, like we didn't find y'all in the beginning. And in the beginning, it just felt kind of rough.
Yeah.
And now finding you guys have been so encouraging and so awesome, and you guys make the Friday.
Yeah. No, for sure. Like literally last week we were going to, because I was on set, the conversation of do we force a live stream, which means bringing in a ton of gear and literally packing in the day before and then doing the live stream and then trying to set up the morning of, or do we just do a pre-recorded? And I think we both unanimously were like, this could be a lot of work, but we would rather go live because then we actually get to hang out with y'all, because when we do pre-recorded, it's not the same.
Yes. STM Films, the U's are here.
Oh my God.
The U's. Yeah, throw them up. Brandon is the reason I started posting more stuff to YouTube. My first tries all flop, but I plan to keep on going.
Hey.
The U's.
The
U's.
Man is not. So what you're saying is it's okay to be Lumix gang here. Of course it's okay to be Lumix gang.
Seriously.
Everybody gets roasted equally.
I was listening to these comedians, and what they say? They are equal opportunity roasters or something like that. Like, we roast everybody.
Dude, that's like an old Dave Chappelle thing where he had like the haters ball.
Yeah.
He was like, we're equal opportunist haters. No, but here it's all love. You absolutely can be Lumix gang here. I'm still waiting. Look, I already said it. Give me a
Lumix, send it out.
Give me a GH7 full frame.
Bro, they left the chat a long time ago, bro.
No, they left.
They left.
I think they blocked me. They don't even want me showing up in the home feed.
They allegedly said they were gonna do something. Bro, they left a long time ago.
Love it. Absolutely love it. But yeah, we love hanging out with you guys every single week. It is an absolute blast. So quick recap on the day, bro.
Yes.
So if you guys are not aware, just be on the lookout. New drones coming out real soon. Also,
this is a bad time to buy if you're thinking to buy.
Yeah, if you're thinking about buying a drone, just wait till the 15th
of October.
Just chill.
DJI is dropping.
Also, do be looking out for these hard drives. If y'all need hard drives, especially y'all who now are probably reconsidering the Komodo X, they're being influenced by you, Drew.
Yes.
Look at hard drives. They're on sale right now. You know what's a crazy sale that I saw? And you actually had this idea a while back.
What's that?
But through B&H right now, if you want to upgrade to a Nikon Z9, they have a trade-in program.
Man, y'all brands be listening.
They now are giving an extra $500 on your trade-in right now, but you have to go towards the Z9.
Yeah.
But yeah, so if y'all are looking at buying, the deals are starting to formulate.
So we had this wild theory that we talked about the other day. What if we leak a story? What if we create a story that's absolutely wrong, and to see if we can influence the market?
We could influence the market, bro. The user.
No, seriously, Nikon, $500.
Huh?
$500. That's all they're giving.
Bonus.
Bonus.
On top of
so
the
your
trade-in.
trade-in plus
Trade-in
500.
value. Yeah, so you put in your trade-in value, plus you get an extra 500 towards the Z9. They're trying to move those Z9s because might be time for a Z9 too.
The Z9 II, I've heard.
I've heard sprinkles.
I've heard some sprinkles.
But nothing good enough yet where I feel like we can actually confirm it.
Yeah, it's like the A1 II.
Yeah.
It's gonna be the
Better.
same but better.
It's gonna be the same but better. Oh man, love it, absolutely love it. But yeah, dude, we love hanging out with you guys every single week. We have a blast. If there is anything that we missed, you guys know how to follow us. You can follow us over on Instagram. I'm at BWatchMedia. Jarrell is at
Jarrell Peak.
And we love it because we got a couple this week. We love it when you guys DM us, especially news. It helps us out because every week we're like, all right, what are we going to talk about this week? And so it's always interesting when you guys send us out some stuff. So definitely follow us over on Instagram. We love to hang out with you there. And we love hanging out with you guys live every single Friday. It really is a blast. It's literally like the best part of my work week.
Thanks for making it a great show, guys.
All right. Jarrell, any last words?
Peace.
Peace, guys. We'll see you guys next week.